Okay, yo guys, part 2 of this what if. I'm not sure if you can hear the fan, but it's right now it's like 1 in the morning, and it's dark in my room. I have all my lights off. But last time I left off on this what if is with Deku heading home after he got All Might's weapon and power and gained the ability of Lightning Emperor. So let me tell you guys this. I was planning on releasing a whole entire series of what if Deku had electricity quirk, but then I was looking through some isekais and I was like, you know what? And plus, I already made the whole series and accidentally deleted it, so and I didn't want to redo it, so I just came up with something with lightning and wonderful, you could say. And this is what happened here, because I was watching an isekai anime, more like rewatching it. I was rewatching ReZero, because I really did not remember ReZero. I watched it whenever it was not airing, but why did I say airing now? A while ago. That's all I know. So I was just rewatching it. So yeah. But this is about time Deku would wake up. Whenever he does, he would have went to get ready and dressed as he would look in the mirror, seeing himself. As he would be confused. And he's thinking about what happened last night. His level suddenly jumped to level 20. Yeah, somebody's playing games at 11 p.m. 11 a.m. It's a.m. right now too, or p.m. It's p.m. Right? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's a.m. Correct. But it was Deku would have been walking around thinking, what happened to me? Why do I look like this? So he'd look as the menu on the side of his eye, he'd look saying, oh yeah, last night, as it would open up, saying, I am level 20, I can't believe this is real, and lightning? And how did I get this power? And what about the swords? As you look around, like, where did they go? I just had them whenever I went to sleep last night. As you look over, seeing an inventory tag, as you'd think of it as it opened up, so you'd see the Grand Knight, Twin Blades, is what it renamed itself. Power of passing on, or unique power, and amplifier. As you would look at the special skills of it, with the passing on being gold, amplifier being in red. So red means like epic, and like gold means legendary. That's what it means. And I say that the Emperor, Lightning Emperor, is in red. So yeah. So they could read it out, spelling out that it gives the user its strongest altitude whenever it's passed on. As he had read the past users, as he knew he was related to, the great devil, demon, or emperor, and his brother's the one that defeated him, learning who had this power, going to the 8th successor, as it's called, All Might, and Deku's name would be in there, but it would be fading in and out, since Deku has not passed it on. But we'll cut to All Might, with him feeling his power suddenly drop last night, as he thinks that somebody worthy of the sword found it. We must find him sitting off, asking the king, and other knights go help them, setting off small knight groups. As they would look through town asking about it, they would go from the nobles down to the commoners, to the edge of the kingdom being where Deku lives. But this will take several months, since the whole capital or kingdom is large, and they have to cover every area of it, in every home. And so, Deku would file for you could say, as a guild member, because everybody sees Deku. Because they think, wow, I really got drunk last night that I didn't see Deku change. And Deku would be happy, as they would go through the whole trial of picking his level, with everybody seeing it, that he's level 20, which is a C to B rank hunter. Bakugo being B rank and Deku being like in the middle of B and C. And so, Bakugo would wake up as he would rush to the bar where Deku was working still, as he would yell, saying, "Deku!" And he would run in, trying to swing at him. Step Deku, like, dodging, like, getting hit or anything. Deku would dodge him, stepping back, dodging his moves. Since he is a higher level, he already automatically has a higher strength. And so he's faster than Bakugo and stronger. As you can see his punches, before the manager could come, he would cock back his fist, flinging it straight into Bakugo's face, sending him backwards into the ground. As people say, "Fight, fight, fight, fight," his manager came in saying, "Stop it!" Picking up Bakugo and Deku by the head, with Deku looking at manager, not really knowing what his level is, as the manager would have two names. The ape hero, with its massive strength and installed body being the description. Former, he would be retired, being level 81. As his level would slightly increase, going to 100, as his grip would get tighter. So you throw Bakugo out and drop Deku, telling him to get back to work. Deku being scared, since he's a level 100 hero, and he heard the name of the ape hero before, or the ape knight. He used to be one of the old knights or heroes, they have two names, that fought beside All Might. And if you're wondering what All Might's level is, or All Might, his level is 310. And I would say in his prime he was level 500. So right now, he's not half his strength. He lost a good quarter of his strength. So yeah. So Deku would have asked him if he won't train him to become a knight for the time being. And Bakugo would be training for becoming a knight. And it would start out with the barkeep or the guildmaster telling him to fight him after work at night. And so they would, holding a fire out, as people would watch just to see Deku get his ass beat. So Deku would have been thrown around with punches, with him focusing on physical strength is what he's hoping for, the bartender. As Deku would be thrown around, hit against the wall, as he would continue trying to fight and box with them. Deku's just throwing punches, as the guildmaster would throw his leg, kicking Deku in the side, sending him into the air. Deku could hold it as he says, "Oh yeah, we have legs, don't we?" And he would quickly bounce himself off, with people seeing him use the lightning. People don't really know what people's skills are, since most people keep it hidden, but they see Deku has a very strong lightning, with a red tag glowing over his eyes, and that's the signal of a spell. They say it's an epic magic. That's pretty impressive. Deku bounce off of him, bounce off of the lightning, shooting himself towards the barkeep, stopping, putting his hand forward, and what is his lightning bolt? Shooting it off, hitting the barkeep, which would block it. As he says, enough. As you would see Deku tired, so before he punches him with the uppercut, he would stop grabbing the kid, saying, "So you have magic, but your mana's too low. We have to work on that. And your physical strength." C would have pulled something out of the bar, which Deku created, MP potions, or magic power. Popping one into Deku. It's a low grade one since he doesn't have a large amount of mana, filling him up. See, the barkeep tell him he needs to train that, since your mana is too low, and your physical strength. Let's see, we should set a goal. Whenever you hit level 30, you should be fine. So let's continue. So let's start focusing on physical strength. As Deku would work out, and he would be told to go to the forest of Mono, where a lot of beasts are, where he can make money quicker, and he can gain experience, as he learns that, unlike other adventurers, he apparently gains more levels by taking down monsters. With Deku not really knowing the concept of a RPG or a game like that, he wouldn't know anything about this, and so he'd be confused, and he thinks he has a special skill to level up quicker, which he does. Which Barkeep would tell. Deku has at least tripled his mana by now, and he'll be right on the edge of becoming a level 30 in a matter of 3 months, as he'll be fighting with the barkeep, as he'd be able to keep up faster with the barkeep's speed. But of course he's not going full out, since he's not using his unique magic. It's a physical form, but it's known as, you could say, beast form, like beast mimicry, sort of, and up his strength by several times, with him learning that his max is like 150. Using it, it's a multiplier of his strength temporarily, and so Deku would be taught some new moves, or he'd learn some. He figures out how to use Lightning Step with lower amounts of mana, since there's mana control in this world, lowering down how much mana it takes for a move. And Deku did. Deku can now create like 6 lances and shoot them and still have enough energy to move around. And he's able to rapid fire off lightning bolts. As Deku is looking through his abilities, noticing a new icon, thinking that it updated. Whenever he gets the thing, a pop-up above him saying skills update, like new update, and it says download, and it would. Now he's able to increase the power of the move, but it also means more mana. with him only doubling the strength of his lightning bolts whenever he puts it to max. So yeah. So it would be around the time of 5 months until the nights would get down, as Deku's training against the barkeep with his blades, which amplified his abilities, putting his level up to, I would say, 45 while using them, giving him 15 more levels. He would be swinging around these swords, or these small blades. I would say one of the older knights would notice them, seeing the enchantment on it. And he would know instantly that those are the blades of All Might, as the kid would be moving around pretty quick, as he'd see retired knight Great Ape Hero, and he'd go up to them as they would bow to him, as the other knight would come up to him saying, "Who is this kid?" And the barkeep would say, "This is Izuku Midoriya," or Midoriya, he'd say, as the knight would get anger face. So he'd think in his head that this kid can't have the blade of All Might. He's one of the descendants of that villain, that demon. It couldn't be him. So he would say that he needs to come to the capital, as Deku would be, nervous still, and say, ask why, as the knights would say that he's requested to. As Great Ape would come with them, saying that he needs to watch his best employee going to it. So, I'll say at this time, Bakugo, through a lot of effort, has at least leveled him up stuff to 25. But the time that Deku would go there, he would meet All Might at the magic school for knights, and he would bow to him, asking why he requests him, and he would tell everybody to leave except Great Ape. And so he would explain what's happening in the blade, telling him, "Young Midoriya, the blade that you hold is mine, as I think you know, and it grants you great power. Now I must tell you the legacy of it." He would learn about almost anything he got from the description, but a little more details, and would explain how it gives you your strongest attribute. With mine's been wind, which gave me wind magic with my fist and my blade. And what is yours, child? And Deku would say, "Mine is Lightning Emperor." With the mask and any other magic? And Deku would say sadly, saying that, "As most people know from my name, Midoriya, as you should know, is the name of the hero, but also the demon, or the Emperor, Dark Emperor, the Overthrown. So I adhere to his special abilities of alchemy, sir, or All Might. Need to, my young boy, do not worry. It doesn't matter what your heritage, it's just what matters in your heart. And you deserve the sword, since the sword chose you, or the previous people chose you." With Deku confused about this, and he would ask, "What do you mean previous users?" And he has to explain that you did see the names on there, and you must have gained the ability. And he would say yes. Someone would explain how he gained the ability, but What's yours? Saying is it the same? Deku would go on to see how his is more advanced, you could say. As All Night does have an inventory, but it only has 5 slots. As Deku seems to be infinite. And he would also go on how he can't see people's levels, but he can see, you could say, their amount of mana they have. As Deku could see, not really their healths, because people don't really have health, and if their health does go to 0, it doesn't mean an actual death. But you could kind of see how much damage they need until they're not able to move anymore, or fight back as effectively. And he would also be able to see who's a threat towards him. With red meaning he doesn't have a hope and a chance to defeat them. Yellow meaning that they're pretty much at your same level, and green meaning that you should still be able to take them down. I'd say Bakugo would still be in the yellow, of course, but his slight advantage levels would leave him stronger. And so, they would be told to train. As All Night would say, I'll personally train you, my boy, in your swordsmanship. Since Great Ape is not much a swordsman, he can only throw punches, but I'll teach you how to use your blade. As he would pull out the blades. Some might say, what happened? Looking at them, so you'd see that it's not the Claymore that it used to be. Saying, are you sure this is the kid? And Deku explained whenever he touched the blades that it changed to these short blades. And judging by my menu, it says that these are the best weapons to my attribute. He thinks, oh, the Holy Sword has become stronger, surpassing down. Impressive. So you're saying whoever gets it back will get a weapon to the choice, to their attribute with weapons? And you'd say yes. So he would say sadly, I'm no good with these types of weapons, so you need to train. What's your class? Deku, looking at his menu, his class would be Assassin. Since Assassins are not always based on strength and all that, Deku's would be kind of based off speed and agility. So Deku would be paired up with a man with a black mask and eyes that gleam red. As his ability, Deku can see, is in gold, and its legendary ability known as Cancel or Anti-Magic. As his name would be Aizawa, or the assassin hero known as Racerhead, my dude. So you'd say, it can't be. So you're saying you're gonna train me? And Aizawa would say yes. So you'd speed towards Deku, pulling out his knives, putting it to his neck, saying that you're too slow, you need to react faster. And so Deku would be like, oh yes, thank you for training me, bowing. As they would go off. As the training would go by, Deku is now level 45 with his new ability. With them not quite at the cut of being inside the Magic Knights. So the cut is level 50. No. The cut is level 30 actually. That's why they had that limit. But I would say All Might gave him a level 50 to make sure he works hard. And so Deku would break up for this. Even though he does have a slight advantage of leveling up quicker, I would say Bakugo has already worked on to it where he's actually level 50 now. and Deku is lower level than him. It would be about time for Deku to go to it for the exam with him being nervous. But that's when they would hear an attack would happen. As Deku would try to help, seeing that it's a man with a sort of, you could say, transformation type magic, beast magic type, as he'd be running around taking on people. So he'd be slamming down the knights. Since this is in the area for the commoners, all the way down where Deku is, there's not a lot of strong knights. Level 15s and 10s would be there, but no higher. And Bakugo lives in the noble area. He comes down there because he won't get any higher ranking missions in the noble area since he is a high class noble. I can't speak for some reason. And Bakugo wouldn't be there. As Deku would look at this man has a red icon, seeing his level being level 70, which would be almost or a little under double his power, but you charge in using his ability known as Emperor's Boots. With them able to dash off, his level would have jumped up by 5, being 50. As the red would get lighter, saying, I can do this. If I use all my enhancements, I can beat him. Using a sword, being level 60, with it being at yellow now. But the 10 levels ahead of him, Deku would be thrown around. Until Deku would be beating to enough with a broken arm, disappearing one of his legs, as he would hold up the other one. So you would see his new skill unlock. This skill being from Aizawa. You could see it's an assassin skill, adding to his Emperor, unlocking a new area. As he would activate it, as he would quickly push it to the max, with the rest of the levels he can add to it. As he would take out the blade, and would get ready. With this not being the amplifier of his level, but it being a sort of instinct. The instinct being able to see where he should hit to take down an opponent, known as Assassin's Sight, being his assassin abilities. So yeah. So he would quickly run, as he would activate seeing the light of lightning, as he would drag his blade across it. So he would be able to, on instant, jump above this opponent, being the air, and would kick off, making the blade drag through this lightning, as he would land on the back of its neck of his opponent, as he would scream, lightning bolt, 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 bolt. With everybody seeing him shock this opponent, cutting throughout it, as he would have cuts all the way through his body, with lightning surging across it, till the person would have passed out, released on their cork, having cuts down their body, or their magic, as Deku would win, with him passing out, using all of his mana in that instant that he had left. So yeah. Deku would get a reward and all that, being enough to satisfy him, or be enough to take care of his mother whenever he goes to school. Deku has had an education unlike most commoners, since he got the books from his father, and through alchemy Alchemy is another word for science, so he's like a science genius, learning math throughout it, and how to read, since he has to read these complex, um, like writing and different languages, you could say. So he's self-taught in this, and that's why he says so high-level alchemy. I would even say that his alchemy skill has been turned into a blue one, instead of that the gray one. It used to be being a rare skill. Skill doesn't mean like the actual attribute, like fire could be very common. Some people's fire can be gray, as others can be gold and red. Decades would have been rare ability. Abilities meaning the level. So yeah. It's rare to see anybody at this level. And so Deku would have enough levels that he would gain from this, from defeating somebody stronger than him. I'm putting up 5 levels, being at the 50 mark. As he would smile, and he would have passed out. And so, this is where I'm going to leave off this part. I had to record this because I accidentally used the wrong ability. So goodbye.